Sciatica isn't a diagnosis, it's a symptom. That is the first thing that nobody tells you. Every stretch you do is a guess. Here's what most people don't realize. There are two main patterns. One gets worse when you bend forward, the other gets worse when you bend back.
So because I do Jiu-Jitsu, it's it's a passion for me and I love doing it, but it does come with a big toll. I went from athlete to old man like that.
What I want to do is I want to assess you. I want to see where these limitations are coming from, and then based on that, we're going to prescribe some exercises to hopefully help you and relieve that by the end of the session. So we're going to go through 3 different protocols with Carlos to assess where the actual issue is coming from, and based on that, we're going to prescribe some exercise. Your doctor says sciatica, your physio says sciatica, your coach says sciatica, and you walk away thinking that you have a thing called sciatica, but you don't. You have a nerve that's been irritated somewhere along its path. And until you know where and why, every stretch you do is a guess. Here's what most people don't realize. There are 2 main patterns. One gets worse when you bend forward, the other gets worse when you bend back. They want opposite protocols. So if you grab the first stretch that you see on Instagram, there's a 50-50 chance that you are making it worse. Today, I'm going to take Carlos through the exact assessment I run on every athlete who walks in with this issue. We're going to find his pattern on camera. Then I'm going to show you the protocol, the one that actually works, and the list of things that you need to stop doing immediately. If you've been dealing with this for weeks, for months, for years, then pay attention. This is the video I wish somebody had made me watch 10 years ago. Now here's where I'm going to make some people angry. These are the things you need to stop doing today, even if your physio told you to do them, even if they feel good in the moment. Stop stretching your hamstrings. I know, your hamstrings feel like guitar strings. That's not because they are tight. That's because the sciatic nerve runs straight through them. And when the nerve is angry, the muscle clamps down to protect it. Pulling on a guided muscle pulls on an irritated nerve. That's why it never gets any better. You're not stretching a muscle, you are flossing an inflamed nerve with a sledgehammer. Also, stop foam rolling your glutes. Same problem. You are compressing the nerve against your hip bone. It feels productive because it hurts. Hurt is not the same as helpful. Stop trying to touch your toes. Stop the seated forward folds. Stop the pigeon pose with a rounded back. Stop the crunches. Stop anything that loads your spine in flexion. And stop doing 5 different things from 5 different people. Pick a protocol, run it for 2 weeks, then assess it. The reason most people stay stuck in pain for years isn't that the protocols don't exist. It's that they keep doing the wrong ones and assuming they just need to try harder. You don't need more, you need accurate. I just want to get to get a little bit of information. Just give me a little bit of background. What do you do? How long have you been doing it? And what kind of training you predominantly incorporate in addition to your BJJ?
Okay, so I've been doing Jiu-Jitsu for about 22 years now, and I'm training constantly. I'm competing as well, but I run an academy, so I'm all day teaching and I'm doing a lot of private lessons. Aside from that, I also do mobility training and strength and conditioning between 3 and 4 times a week.
Awesome, cool. Well, we're now in a little predicament where you have a little bit of a situation. I'm not going to call it an injury, just a little setback. So kind of just talk me through that. What is it? When did it start? When did you start feeling it? What does it look like?
Yeah. So because I do Jiu-Jitsu, it's it's a passion for me and I love doing it, but it does come with a big toll. It's like high risk, high reward. And so I know all about heavy injuries, but now it's like right now I'm dealing with this setback, which is sciatica. I'm feeling from my glute going down all the way into my leg. And what hurts the most is sitting down on a chair or sitting in my car. Before I came upstairs, I was just feeling so uncomfortable. I want to lean over to the side, almost sit on the other bump. And yeah, that's what I'm feeling now. It's just limitation where I can't stay static in a position too long. When I'm moving, it's feeling good. Things are gliding. But when I sit down to eat or have a coffee or something, I directly start feeling a little bit of compression, and it's sending a little bit of signals down my leg.
Okay. And did it come on suddenly, or did you kind of feel it coming on over a few days?
Yeah, it happened Monday evening when I was training Jiu-Jitsu. I was allowing a certain technique to happen, and it went a little bit too far to where I've been recovering with my knee. So I was more protecting my knee and not so much like my hip and back in a certain position. As I try to go in one direction, my leg kind of went in the other direction. I think it pulled me out of my alignment. I didn't feel anything right in the moment, but once I got home and I was eating dinner, I was sitting in my chair and I just sprung up like I usually would. I would just stand up quickly. And then I was like, oh, and then I felt like a shock going into my leg. And then I was instantly like limping. I went from athlete to old man like that. So definitely felt like something happened, and it hasn't happened like this in a long time.
Okay, and I want to know exactly how you felt in the moment where you felt like this, something happened,
Depression.
you felt like an old man. Straight away, depression.
I right away started feeling like, oh, how am I going to work tomorrow? You know, like even picking my kids up, I'm like, it's painful, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely feels like it's frustrating. And I say depression because I need to move my body. I can't just sit down, chill, and just lay down all day. You know, I need to be moving. And when I'm feeling limitation in my movement, I feel like a little bit frustrated. I don't get that energy out and be able to have my release therapy.
Can you confidently say that up until you got this injury, that you were doing everything right in terms of looking after your body in addition to your BJJ? Because obviously we know BJJ is a big toll on the body physically in a lot of different ways. So can you confidently say that you were addressing all the other issues to kind of enforce that longevity aspect of your training?
I would say, to the best of my awareness, yes. And especially this year I turned 40. So I've been trying to do things smarter than ever, you know, like, and I'm not going like sparring to the death every day. So there's times when I decide, okay, this is going to be a hard session, and I've toned it down so much. I mean, just up until like a couple of years ago, like when I was 35, that was 5 years ago, I was sparring every single class with every student I do a private lesson with. It just be one-on-one. I wouldn't use an assistant to help, and I'd just be smashing my body all day. But because I was recovering fine, it was like I just took it, you know? And now I've just been kind of like forced to slow down because I want to be doing this until I'm older. I want to do this until I'm 80, you know? So I'm trying to do everything possible to stay in the game.
Yeah. What do you think most athletes in your situation would do? Would they just push through this pain, work around it, train around it? Would they rest and stop training?
Yeah, I would say some people would just stop because they get scared and they just like stop everything. Some people might make the wiser choice of just like, okay, I'm going to slow down and I'm going to start taking care of doing rehab or going to a physio or trying to just acquire help outside of their own knowledge. And then I have some people that actually just push through the pain. And that's something that I always like, I'm not for that anymore. I mean, if you're in your early 20s and, you know, you get hurt today, tomorrow you kind of forget that you got hurt, you know? But as you get older, it just stays, you know? And if you don't do the right things, you could just make it worse. And then it's like almost for life unless you take the right action. So
yeah, and I think the body remembers. So even though you might think you tricked it in your 20s, it'll come back to bite you later on.
Yes.
Cool. So now how is your mindset? Are you kind of feeling positive that you're going to fix this like quickly?
Definitely.
Are you feeling good mindset wise?
Yes.
Yeah.
And with your knowledge and skills, makes me feel more confident.
Cool. What I want to do is I want to assess you. I want to see where these limitations are coming from. And then based on that, we're going to prescribe some exercises to hopefully help you and relieve that by the end of the session.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
All right, let's do it. All right, so we're going to go through 3 different protocols with Carlos to assess where the actual issue is coming from. And based on that, we're going to prescribe some exercises. So the first thing that I want you to do is test the flexion. You're basically just going to bend, flex your spine. You're going to come down all the way and then roll back up. And I want you to do that 10 times. Okay. And as you're doing that, just talk me through what's going on.
Okay. I right away feel just a little bit of tightness, like right here right above the glute.
Okay. So it's more so in the back, in the lower back than it is in the hamstrings.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going. 3. And as you're doing this, think about rolling one vertebra at a time. So we're starting with the top of the head, rolling into the neck, into the upper back, into the middle back, into the lumbar, all the way down. And then reversing the motion, starting from the tailbone. So lifting from the tailbone, all the way up. Good. 5 more. Nice. Try to lock the knees a little bit more and hit the hamstrings a little bit harder at the back.
That feels good.
This feels good. Okay, so we're trying to work out where the pain is being centralized to, where the feelings are being directed into. So if it's pulling up to the back and if it's giving you some relief, then I think the issue we're going to be focusing on is here. If it's going down into the hamstring, we don't actually want that. Then we know it's quite more nervy than we think it is. It's 5. Keep the core nice and tight. Lift the upper back up into sort of like a long rainbow. Open the chest, push the hips up. 3 more. Two more. One more. Push the hips out and bring it back. What are you feeling through there? Talk me through that.
First couple ones I was feeling like nice, and then the deeper I went and the more I focused on pushing the hips forward, felt a slight little limitation there, but I didn't feel anything towards the hamstring. I felt it just a little bit like, almost like right in the insertion between the hip and lower back.
Good. Okay, that's
like
what we
want. Top of the glute.
Nice. All right, and last one. I'm going to get you to lay on your side, so the top injured leg on top. I'm not going to call it injured, the weaker leg on top. And we're going to bend and we're going to place down. Hold it there. Are you feeling much through this area, like the glute here?
Not too much, no.
Good.
If I reach a little bit deeper with my shoulder down and keep forcing my knee down,
yes,
I start to feel a little bit of a pull towards the glute.
Okay. Nothing is going into the hamstring?
No.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Cut it there. So here's what we know. He's in the extension-based pattern, disc-related with a piriformis overlay. That means we decompress first, we floss the nerve second, and we open the hip third, in that order. Get the order wrong and you get nowhere. So let me show you. So today I want to show you how I want you to kind of go away and practice this. You want to decompress your spine, you want to floss that nerve, and then you want to attack the piriformis or open the hips by strengthening it at the same time.
Okay.
For you, I think we want to avoid stretching as much as possible. We want to make sure that we're lubricating the joints all the time. So movement, walking in addition to everything. So just keep it moving.
Okay.
And I believe that soon enough, this will be fixed through some good blood flow and through some movement releasing there. So also hang. If you have somewhere to hang daily, I would encourage you just a little bit. If you're feeling kind of like the
like just dead hanging.
Dead hanging. If you're feeling like the lower back can sometimes take over and you can feel some funky things going on, then you can just slightly tilt your pelvis, squeeze, and don't decompress like 100%.
This morning I was hanging and like throwing my leg to the side, just like, I just feel like it needs to click. Like something needs to just like, and then, but it wasn't happening.
We're going to work on that nerve. Okay. First thing that I want you to do is just decompress by getting down here, your arms underneath your shoulders. And you're just going to push or press up. Now, I want you to keep your hips on the floor and I want you to try to get the upper back as far up as possible. Look back behind you and try to open up as much as you can through the back or through the spine. Really slowly. So start lifting with your head. So you kind of want to be rolling up and then slowly, again, vertebra at a time. Look back behind you, give that nice rainbow sensation. Keep your hips glued to the floor. Don't make the mistake most people do. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and then roll down slowly. You're going to do this 5
When I jerked there, it was only because I almost cramped. It wasn't a pain. It wasn't pain.
So again, roll that spine up nicely. Keep the hips glued to the floor. And then come down nice and slow. Come down nice and slow. Last one. Roll up and hold for 5 seconds. Try to get that chest up higher. Open the thoracic more. Keep the hips down. Hold. And roll back down. Nice.
Pretty good. It didn't affect me so much when I was arching. I felt like I felt more when I was doing the forward bends. But that felt actually pretty nice.
Okay, cool. Next one, I'm going to get you to sit in a 90-90, stretching the back hip, and then I'm going to get you to lift the back knee up as high as you can. So you should be feeling it there in that piriformis area. Keep twisting towards the front leg. And you're going to hold for 3 and come back down slow.
Good. No hands on the ground.
No hands on the ground.
So using that core.
Yes, chest nice and tall. You're going to lift and lower down. Okay. 3 more lift. Good. Fight for it. Try to lift that knee as high as you can.
I just realized, should I be doing this on both sides or?
Yeah, we are going to do it on both sides, yes. Oftentimes people ask me, how should I match my weak side to my strong side? And I say you always want to start with the weaker side.
Okay.
Your body towards the front leg. And then lift. Good. Try to press the blade of your foot into the floor as much as you can for resistance as you lift the knee up. Good.
This side definitely a little more challenging.
Yeah. Keep twisting towards the front leg. 3. 4. And then 1 more lift. And good. Talk me through that one.
Yeah, that one I wanted to get done on that side.
Yeah.
I was feeling like right on the insertion of the hip right here. I was feeling there. I was feeling a sensation like I wanted to cramp, but I also felt like limited range. Like I wanted to make it easier and go like this. But when you said keep facing the front, I was like, I felt much more uncomfortable. And a little bit of kind of like going down into the top of the glute, like from lower back.
Yeah.
But on the right side, I didn't feel.
Yeah. So you can see, oftentimes people think the problem stems from there, wherever they got injured. They think, my hip was weak or, my lower back or whatever. But I believe, this side was always kind of weaker and off balance, right? So it could have come from anywhere. Like you said, the bad maneuver of the hip, of the knee, of the shoulder as you twisted, and it compensated, locked in. And that's why you're now, feeling so unstable there and so weak.
I have to rebalance myself.
Exactly. That's why I'm a big fan of unilateral training. Even if you're in the gym lifting weights, I always encourage people, do your single leg training, single leg squats, Bulgarians, walking lunges, step up, step downs.
Instead of using a machine that holds everything.
Instead of using a machine or instead of always squatting heavy or deadlifting heavy. I encourage people to deadlift on 1 leg. It's much better than, deadlifting on 2. Yes, you can lift more weight, but you're compensating and you're not kind of rebalancing your body in a way that facilitates that development. So remember that as well.
Got some homework.
You got some homework. Yeah. Okay, let's test out that nerve. So you're just going to sit. This is better done on the edge of a chair, but we can still do it. It's fine. So you're just going to sit. You're going to slouch down. Going to tuck your chin. Going to lift your leg. And you're going to bring your toes towards your chin. And then you're going to point the toe and look back. And I just want to know if there's anything going on there, nerve-wise, in that.
You had hands by the hips or in front?
Anywhere, wherever's comfortable.
Okay. So, what was the coordination? It was pull back and down, head down?
Yep. So flex the toes as much as possible. Yep. Now change. Yep. Good. Point the toes. Lift. Anything going on? Any sensations at all?
When I'm coming here and I'm pulling my toes back, I do feel, I don't know if it's just general tightness in my hamstring, but it feels nice.
Try it on the other leg and see if it's any difference.
This side I can pull back with a lot more power. I feel like everything on this leg, even like my hip flexor, everything feels so much stronger. And yeah, this side, yeah, it's all kind of out of whack right now.
You see, oftentimes it feels like a step back. People feel like, oh, look at all these boring exercises I have to do now. It's like I'm getting weaker, I'm losing strength because I have to rehab. I don't see it that way. I see this as a foundation, right? So building on this every day, actually getting excited to go into the gym and work on this stuff all the time, not just when you're injured. Like that's where the magic will be. That's how you're going to get a resilient body, so that when you get knocked over to the side and your knee goes out, you're not going to get injured. Because you're going to be prepared all the time. That's what people miss out on, because we all want to go out there and roll and train hard and, you know, put in the work. No one wants to do the boring stuff.
Yeah.
The
so like
boring
prehab.
stuff. Yeah, this is where the magic is. This is where the gold nuggets are.
Yeah.
And then as you get stronger, you could do more advanced movements, single leg, more advanced movements through mobility, loaded mobility, all the stuff that makes you like bulletproof and resilient.
Yeah. Very nice.
So now this should be a wake-up call.
Yeah, definitely.
This is Carlos 2.0, because after you get
2.0.
back to it, then you're getting it much better, much stronger.
Yeah, definitely going to work on that.
Arch your lower back. I want you to bring that pelvis forward and feel how that hip locks into place, stretches out. From there, you're going to come down. You're going to feel that stretch, and you're just going to bounce here. Very small bounces up and down for 5. And then you're going to extend. Okay. So I don't change position. I just go from back to forward, and then I'm going to pulse my knee for 5. Okay. So stretching out that back hip, still in a posterior pelvic tilt. And from there, 5 full split squats.
So 3
Nice
ways.
and slow. Yeah.
Okay.
So I want you to start with your bad leg back behind.
Back. Okay. And you said
Tuck.
tuck and lower, right?
Lower all the way. Then you're going to pulse for 5. So bring up the knee from the floor and down. Don't straighten it. It's just like small lunges. So you're just going to,
Okay, it's just up and okay.
yeah, keeping the stretch going. 3, 4, 5. Get into a deep lunge now, long lunge. Knee goes over the toe all the way. Yeah. Now pulse the back knee. Yep, so you pulse it by driving your heel towards the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't lift up. Stay low. So you want to think like you're in an
Like I'm dropping straight down or
forward.
projecting? Oh, forward.
Escalator, not elevator.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so slowly leading with the hip. 2, 3. Good, lead with that hip. Keep the heel flat on the floor. 4. 1 more down. And back. Good.
It's like going straight from the glute, but that felt nice. It felt like I was stretching something, but it wasn't causing me at all any pain.
Good.
So that was a good.
Switch
good
sides. Hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way forward. Now pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now full split squat, leading with the hip. All the way down. Good. And back. Down. Good. 2. Down. 3. Down. 4. And 1 more down. And come back.
Okay.
Pushing back from the heel means you're engaging where we want to be engaging.
Yeah.
Right,
It
we're
was
not
definitely more challenging when I was trying to like keep my pelvis tucked in
Yeah.
and under.
It stretches your hip a lot more.
But to make it easier.
That's right.
My body wanted to do that.
Yeah. You're going to try to get a nice posterior pelvic tilt. So stick that booty out this time.
Okay.
Fold over as much as you can. Once you can, then you can relax. And I want you to just bounce. We're going to start off super light and controlled. And as you bounce, I want you to just get into a zone, and I want you to do 50 bounces.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with the bad leg.
Okay.
And I want you to notice the sensation of how your body is letting go as you bounce. Wherever your limit is, stop there. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe out. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax into it. 9, 31. Keep flexing the toe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Relax. Bring it out.
My hamstring got a little bit more flexible. I would usually stop at like 10, 15.
Yep. So when I did this protocol, I think I was telling you the other day, the Wushu protocol. So it's like a 45-day protocol. And you bounce, you start with 50, go to 75. You work your way up to 300 bounces per set.
When you told me 300, I said.
Yeah. And it's like 4 to 5 sets per session. So you can imagine, I was in tears.
Way faster.
You make progress, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
People don't want to push through that, you know, that discomfort, that pain. They worry, they fear more injury. But I always tell people, like, I would rather be injured through movement than lack of movement. Yeah. Because now, even though you're quote unquote injured, it's fine. Like, you see, you're doing everything that I'm giving you. We're working around it. You have no problem there, right? We're just now
I definitely felt much better to stretch there with my leg forward like this, doing those small bounces, than doing like a static, like, you know, static stretch.
Good.
Felt really good.
Do the other leg and see if you notice any difference. Remember to flex that toe. 2, 3, use your breath. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Always like to measure. So always have something that you measure, because session to session, you want to know where you are. Yeah. Right? So if last session you got your thumb, well, now you know that you kind of got to get a little bit deeper.
Okay. That's really
and that's
good.
the goal. How do you feel now?
Well, I feel like definitely got some blood flow going through there. And I didn't feel that we did anything that made me feel any worse at all. If anything, I do feel a little more mobile, a little bit better. I don't even want to sit down because I don't want the injury to reset. Yeah. But I want to do these every day.
Yeah. Make sure the opposite hip is continuously pointing forward. Don't lose that. And the knee is locked. So don't bend. You're going to lift. You're going to lead with the knee. Open as far as you can. Bring the foot down. And again. Up, out, down, around. Okay. Give me 10. Nice and slow. Really challenge how much you open.
Okay. Yeah.
When you're leading with that knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Good. Repeat on the other side. You might feel something going on here because you have to stabilize with this bad leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep the hip pointing towards me. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shake it out. Any sensations?
On this side, as I was opening up, I just kept getting like a little, not a painful pinching kind of clank, but more just like a like pushing beyond what I would usually open it. That's because you're in front of me. Because if I was warming up, then I would do like just a little bit like this. But it's good to do it, like you said, strict and opening up full range.
Yeah, no cheating.
Because I want to go like this and just...
No. You're always going to keep yourself honest, right?
Yeah.
And the more attention you bring to the movement, the more you're actually going to realize where you need to work. So it's like communication with your body, right? You want to understand your body and you want your body to understand what you're trying to tell it. So it's kind of like, yeah, don't cheat yourself. So what I want you to do, so that you have a target of hanging, decompressing the spine by doing those lifts that we started in the beginning. The 90-90, we're actively opening. Yeah. The three position split squat, bounce,
squats,
long lunge, full split squat, the bounces on the chair.
Bounce on the chair.
And this one.
And the nerve gliding as well, no?
And we have the nerve gliding as well.
Okay.
So you can do that day to day.
Okay. So that's good. 6 new exercises to add to my routine.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I want you to keep moving, keep walking, keep doing your thing. Like just try to always keep balanced with that. We never stop. We always train with and around the injury because, you know, training stimulates blood flow. It helps everything move better. I believe it helps you recover quite a lot faster than if you were just resting or stationary.
Right.
Yeah. And you know your body well. Don't push it too hard, like especially when you're rolling and doing things. That can wait. Like you need to get your body right. You need to, once, like when this is healed, when the sensations are gone, then we need to load these patterns.
Okay.
We need to load these split squats. We need to load the single leg deadlifts. You know, we need to train Cossack squats out of alignment, lower backish things as well. Like, so a lot of these things, and then just make you more bulletproof so that when you go to roll, you're a lot more resilient.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Amazing. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. A lot better right now. You know, when you first came in, right before you came up the stairs, I was foam rolling and I did a little pigeon stretch, which is exactly what you said not to do when I heard you recording the video. I was in pain. I was like, oh, what am I getting myself into? I didn't know what to expect from the session. So I don't know if it's going to be physically demanding or more like therapeutic. And today was it was just what I needed because it gave me the right amount of resistance. I didn't go into pain on anything and I avoided a lot of discomfort. So I think like what you said, just getting that lubrication in the joint and help to decompress the nerve. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Movement is medicine in the right dosage. Always remember that, right? So what's medicine for one person is not going to be medicine for another person. You have to find the right variation in the right dosage. And we can't always go hard. We can't always pound the body. Sometimes we have to strip back, go a little softer, but never stop moving. That's the golden rule. No matter what you're experiencing, what kind of injuries, what you're going through, always keep moving, communicating with the body, understanding movement on a deeper level and embracing that. It's all a journey. It's all learning experience. Every injury is communication. So we don't get down on ourselves. We listen, we learn, we apply, and we come back stronger.
Amazing. It's interesting because before it was like, what was it? Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Yeah. And it seems like it was all at the wrong protocol.
100%.
And I see all the, professional athletes as well. Nobody sits on the couch and just leaves their leg like lifted like this with a cast on it. It's like if you can keep moving it, it's just going to heal faster.
Exactly.
So that's so good. I need to embed that into my students as well so that they get the right protocol going.
Awesome. So 1 week from now, I'm going to see you feeling 10 times better.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Here's what I want you to take from this. Pain isn't a stop sign, it's information. Your body's not betraying you. It is telling you in the only language it has where it's been overloaded and where it's been underused. Sciatica almost never shows up out of nowhere. It shows up after years of one shape, sitting, training, fighting, lifting, scrolling, all in the same direction. You don't fix that with a stretch. You fix it by becoming a person who moves in more directions than the one that broke you. Stretching the symptom is why people stay stuck for a decade. Train the cause. If you found this useful, the full protocol is in the description. Send this to the friend who's been limping around the gym for 6 months. And all the while pretending that he's fine. He's not fine. And now he has no excuse. I'll see you in the next video.